Okay, here we are, episode 103, Memorial Week.
There we go. Did you have a good weekend?
It was pretty nice, pretty nice.
Weather was decent.
A little chilly, but not too bad. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait a couple weeks and we'll be like, it's too hot.
I won't say that for quite a while. It'll probably be late July before I start saying it's too hot.
Welcome to the Brunswick Group Therapy Podcast with Lucas and Kimberly.
What do we got going on here? We got Inside Market 42. We have another business that just recently opened. They were the holdout with one of the last stalls, Local West. They make craft sandwiches. I saw online somebody said that they have the best cheesesteaks, which, I've tried a few cheesesteaks around town. They're pretty good, but haven't found the best yet.
Well, that was kind of verified by a friend of mine that went. He
Really?
said it was really, really good. Yeah.
All their I've followed them online, and all their pictures of stuff looks pretty good.
Yeah, their
so.
burgers look amazing, so we'll have to try them out soon.
I've made my way around pretty much most of the places. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 that I haven't been to yet. And so far I've liked everything. So let's keep that going.
Right.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Wonder when that wine bar is opening.
Not soon enough.
Well, they still haven't put a top on it, and kind of just sitting there empty. And then that front little corner.
It's still available.
Still
If anybody
available.
knows anything. I tried to get Gibbs to
That
open.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Not
he's-
having to drive out there for those sausages.
Right. He said he's looking to retire someday, so he doesn't want to start another project. So,
If he just toned it down to sausages, he'd probably be all right.
oh my goodness, what else we got? Oh, now it's official.
Yeah,
I guess,
they
right?
put up a banner.
Yeah.
So now we know.
So now we know Ollies is coming to the previous Save-A-Lot location, and hopefully they will be in touch with us soon to let us know when that's supposed to open. So originally last year they said April, but obviously that ain't happening. So we'll see, maybe by fall.
And I heard in that side plaza, there's a couple places coming in. Did you hear that?
I did. A photographer
Yeah.
is one of them. And then I don't know what's going on with Playville, but that poor lady, they're
Yeah.
still
I heard it's a city landlord battle.
correct. Some sort of,
Well, that sucks.
yeah. I mean, in the meantime, she's losing money and,
Yeah.
you know.
And then I heard the other place at the end was going to be like a nail salon or something.
I think, yeah, where there was a nail salon in there years
It
ago.
has a little window on the side. Is that a drive-through window, or is that just a
I
window?
don't think so. Because it was
it
a
would
nail
be-
salon before, so I don't think you could, like, hang your
Drive-through
hand out
your
the
nails.
It's the ultimate laziness right there. Oh my gosh. But anyway, good stuff coming to that plaza, and
Yeah.
I'm sure they will resurface, but they've been making changes little by little, so
Yeah.
it'll come.
Here's another one that reopened. It's a seasonal joint. The Island Time Family Fun Center is now open. They've got batting cages and mini golf, and you don't have to go far for either of those. And they're open now Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, noon to 9.
And welcome back, guys.
And then people always liked their, what was it, ice cream?
Dole
Some
Whip.
kind of Dole Whip. I wonder if they still
Yeah.
have the Dole Whip.
I don't know.
Somebody call and find out. Up next, we got Mapleside. They jumped into the group and wrote a really nice post about one. They said we should embrace Brunswick.
Yeah, apply
Agree.
again to somebody else that
Yeah, I don't
thought
think
he was
it's-
insulting us.
I don't think it's demeaning or anything like that. And he said some of the most beautiful places is down south, yada, yada, yada. He's been working with the city to get them ready for the new winery. Unfortunately, summer's really busy, so they're going to have to push it off until next year, but to stay tuned. And then they said that they face major issues almost every day with people watching the sunset.
Yeah.
So they posted in the past they'd prefer people not to watch the sunset, but of course people do. And as a matter of fact, my daughter's called me one day and said that her car wouldn't start. I said, "Oh, where are you at?" And she was there watching the sunset. And first of all, I was, not too pleased that she was there because I've seen the posts. She hasn't seen the post, and she said everybody does it. And I'm like, well, okay, well, I'll be on my way. We'll talk about that later. She just needed a jump start because she, had her
Right.
car running or whatever, not running, but the music going.
Right.
And lo and behold, there was 50, 60 cars there. People outside of their car hanging out, people inside their car watching the sunset. So
I don't know that they mind, do they? I mean, I don't think they've said that they mind. I know sometimes if they have an event, then you can't go take pictures like prom,
right.
a couple of years and stuff like that. But it sounded from the tone of that they just want people to respect the property.
Yeah.
And don't get upset because you've been asked to leave because there's a wedding going on.
Right.
I mean, come on, it's not a public park.
Yeah. They talked a little bit in the post about fights, people getting in fights and trash every day and vandalism and damage, so, they saved that property from being neighborhood.
Yeah, they did.
So, we should respect that.
Yeah, just keep in mind it is private property. So if you're asked to leave.
Yeah, and if you see somebody else there, I wouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't call them out because that might ensue a fight. But
no.
So yeah, moving right along.
Next. Oh, what do we got? Let's see.
It's your
update.
Your project.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't memorize the show this week, but let's do an update on the community garden. We are so excited to be partnering with St. Patrick Episcopal Church over on Marks Road. And this weekend is the weekend. Bedard Landscaping, MT Contracting, and Sam Man Tree Service will be working hard on that area. Won't be done all in one weekend, but at least the plots will be in and people can start planting. We do have all the plots filled. Wow. So Heather Tortelli and Sabrina Callie have been working really hard and getting all the volunteers. There'll be 10 8x8 plots this year. Okay. And then we'll expand next year, but that's going to get us going. So
fun.
And we have a couple blessing boxes going in. And we asked anyone that's doing the garden, we just asked that you take part of your proceeds or part of your produce or whatever you're growing and donate it to the blessing boxes.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
So that's what's going on there.
Okay. In the gaming world, Switch 2 is coming out for Nintendo, and they're having a late night release party over at Gamers Lair. That is June 7th from 9 p.m. till 2 a.m., and you're going to get a chance to try out the Switch 2. It's hosted by a longtime customer of Gamers Lair, Jack B., and he plans on previewing Mario Kart World, which I grew up with as one of my favorite games. Not Mario Kart World, but Mario Kart for Nintendo 64. Street Fighter 6, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX, among others. You can play on his Switch or bring your own, and it's $20. Pizza and drinks will be included.
Wow.
So if you're a gamer and you love the Switch or love those games, 9 p.m. till 2 a.m. next Saturday, the 7th. Just wanted to throw that out there because that sounds like
that's a
fun.
Good deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a Pooch of the Week for...
They're off for the holidays.
Houndstown. They're off for the holidays. Yeah. But Jim Henson got adopted. Thanks to the efforts of all. What a cute dog there. Big
Very
dog.
handsome.
Yeah.
Yep. Big boy.
Looks
Big
like
guy.
he went to a family maybe with another dog. So congratulations to them on Jim Henson. And let's get right into things to do in the 212.
Yeah, we've got quite a few this week. So first of all, one of your most favorite bands is back.
Yeah, we talked about them last week. It was a rain out over at Niners Diner, but they're playing this Friday at
Ignite. It looks like 7 to 10 p.m. Sweet Chin over at Ignite Brewing. So check them out. Mm-hmm. Always a good time. Always.
Yep. And if you missed last week's episode, they had a song that we put at the end of the episode that you can check out.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Any new beers at Ignite that you want to talk about real quick?
What was the last one? They had a Mexican style lager was the last one that I can remember that they released. I don't know which one's next. No.
All right. Thought you'd be on that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Don't forget about this. We need to make sure everybody shows up for this. So Tony's Lemonade Stand is this weekend, Saturday from 12 to 3, and that's over on Middlefield Trail in Brunswick, 1121. That's right next to Crestview.
Okay.
And so we want to see those cars lined up all the way back into Crestview, and we can
That would be really cool.
direct. Wouldn't that be neat? That would be really cool. So for those of you that don't know Tony's story, he's diagnosed with stage 2 brain cancer that I'm not even going to try and pronounce. But he was diagnosed at 8 months old. He's undergone 9 open brain surgeries, 6 different treatments, and many hospital stays, and continues to fight. So their hope is to give back to other children who continue to fight. So thus the lemonade stand. So head on over there Saturday between 12 and 3.
Yeah. It'd be great to see the traffic so packed, just like everybody trying to get out of commencement at the high school, trying to get your lemonade. And they're going to have childhood cancer themed cookies, compliments of Sugar Magic and other things available. So hope everybody can find time within those 3 hours to help change some lives.
Yeah, something else to do this weekend over at St. Ambrose. The Scouts are sponsoring a touch-a-truck, and that is going to be Saturday in the evening from 6:30 to 9. Again, over at St. Ambrose. So stop on over and explore all the vehicles and of shapes and sizes, and you can even find out about Scouts.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You don't normally see those types of events in the evening. So you got sports and stuff going on during the day, and now you got something in the evening to check out with the kiddos. Also Saturday morning from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., there's a $3 bag sale at Brunswick Library. They give you a bag, and you can fill it up with as many items as you'd like. It includes books, DVDs, and CDs. And if you get there early, right at 10 o'clock, I bet you'll find some good stuff.
Community Shred Day, too. There's a lot going on Saturday. My goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So, but this will not take any time at all. So you could just swing by Community Shred Day at Brunswick City Hall from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Just drop off your stuff. So like any of your old tax returns or your credit card statements, any of that kind of stuff that you would like shredded. So drop-offs are limited to 4 boxes or bags of documents per vehicle. No open top boxes, it says, as the paper can blow around in the parking lot. And please don't overload the bags and stuff like that so they break. So go check that out. That's, again, Community Shred Day, Brunswick City Hall, Saturday, 9 to 12.
Good stuff. Saturday at noon at Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium, the Brunswick Lacrosse Alumni Game. Gates open at noon and admission is free. In between quarters, there'll be skills competition like fastest shot, distance shot with chances and prizes. And all proceeds will benefit the BHS alumni, Johnny Brickman, as he continues to fight against B-cell lymphoblastic leukemia.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So
good stuff.
It looks like a fun sport. I've never really got into lacrosse. My daughter's into rugby, which is...
Both of them now.
Yeah, both of them are kind of a obscure sport that's not as popular, but gaining momentum, I think.
Right. All right. So speaking of which, go ahead and tell us about this.
Speaking of which, Brunswick Valkyries Girl High School Rugby Club is fighting for state championship this Saturday at noon. The game is at St. Edward's High School versus St. Joe's. St. Joe's is undefeated and a very formidable opponent. But your girls, Brunswick Valkyries, are state champions from last year, so they're trying to have back-to-back titles.
Defend their title.
So Saturday at noon, if you want to make that trip out to Lakewood to see if they can defend the title.
Very cool. All right, Cuyahoga Valley Church is going to have an end of school bash, and that is going to be Saturday at 10 o'clock to noon. If you can't find anything to do this week,
it's a lot.
You're not looking.
Saturday.
You're not looking. Oh my goodness. But anyway, they would like to invite everybody Saturday, the 31st from 10 to noon as they celebrate the end of the school year. Family friendly morning, free to all who attend. And again, Cuyahoga Valley Church.
Yeah, bounce houses, summer activities, treats, and more.
And they're over on Marks.
Yep. And if it's free, it's for me.
It's for you.
Is there an age limit?
Are you going to be in the bounce house?
I'd
like to video that.
I will probably be heading to Lakewood to watch rugby, but maybe. Saturday at 6 p.m. over at Bianca's Italian Restaurant, Dom Noce is crooning tunes. Also, live music at Manzo's Sports and Spirits. Backtrack is premiering at 8:30 p.m. 90s to 2000 grunge, punk, and hard rock metal.
Oh my gosh. Is this on the, no, this is tomorrow night. It's not Saturday.
This is way out there.
Oh,
This is way down the road.
June 20th.
Yeah.
What
But
are
now
you
that
doing?
now that you know all about it,
That's true.
we should let you
Talk
about it.
We
now
learned
that you-
about that, didn't we? All right. Sorry about that. Friday, June 20th, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. I will not be there because I can't stay up that late, but check it out. Scene 75, Silent Disco. Tickets go on sale. This is one night only. It's called, what did they say? Silent Beats and Loud Fun.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what that is, Google it. It looks really interesting, different, something different.
Yeah.
You going to go?
Nope, it's too late for me as well. But they'll have the full service bar open. First drink is included, unlimited soft drinks and pizza. Each ticket includes a game card for the arcade, and you can challenge your friends on some games and stuff.
very
And of course,
nice.
the silent disco. Multiple channels playing different genres of music. So something for everybody that you can dance with each other, even though you don't like the same stuff.
And again, that's 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. And you do need to get your tickets ahead of time. And just speaking of Scene 75, let me go off script real quick.
Yeah.
We just had our B3 Businesses for a Better Brunswick meeting there last week. And they were hosts with the most. I mean, they just really welcomed us with open arms. Everybody not only got information, but they gave us pizza and pop, and everybody got a $20 game card just for coming to the meeting. I mean, they really rolled out the red carpet. So just want to thank Jen and everybody over at Scene 75 for welcoming B3. It was a great experience. I mean, and a lot of people had never been in there.
Yeah.
And they were just looking around like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize all this stuff was in there.
And that's what businesses getting with business together is all about. I mean, I haven't visited B3's meetings yet, but I saw Key Profits, Fair Trade, and Balloon Pop by Shelley put together a thing over at commencement where I saw a really nice balloon display where you can take pictures with your kids, and that's businesses getting together.
Yeah. I mean, flowers by Fair Trade, the balloons obviously by Balloon Pop by Shelley, and then Key Profits threw that banner in there, and it was just welcomed. President, oh my gosh. Principal Merrill was very grateful, and I'm sure hopefully people took pictures and stuff like that with it and made use of it. But
very cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Businesses getting together.
Right.
Just like the community garden.
Yeah.
It
stuff.
Takes a community.
Good stuff.
Oh boy. What else we got going on here? This one
You're
I had
going
to get
to.
I
know,
I gotta
you're
try and
going.
get to this. Wednesday, June 4th, hopefully outside on the what is it?
Outdoor stage.
Outdoor stage.
Let's do that.
At the rec center. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. is the Chardon Polka Band.
I really
which
should go to.
it's polka, but it's popular tunes. So they play popular songs in the form of polka. It's a very good high energy show.
Entertaining.
I would definitely check it out.
Yeah, you talked a lot about it before when you went. So
If it's outside, it's going to be great. If it's inside, it's going to be really good. So hopefully the weather keeps up. That is this Wednesday, June 4th, 6 to 8 p.m. I'll be there.
all right. Oh, let's see. Speaking of B3 businesses, here's another one. The Back Nine is having a kids summer camp July 21st through the 24th and the 28th through the 31st and August 4 through 7. And that's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. 8 kids per session, it says, and they'll be matched in groups of 4. So they can learn the basics about golf, skill building, and mini tournaments and team fun with new friends, snacks and a break. It's only $125 for the session. And again, that's for, I think, 4 days each day. So you get to go. So that's a good deal. So check them out, Back Nine. And they are over across the street from the Revolving Sushi Place. So if you're interested, you can give them a call at 330-274-GOLF or at Brunswick at theback9golf.com. And register your kids.
Yep. And there'll actually be a professional golf instructor there to teach them those skills. I took golf lessons as a kid, I think maybe almost 2 years, 6th and 7th grade. It was outside.
Yeah. It was outside.
It was outside. But it was at a driving range. So
They didn't have these back then.
This is probably more fun. It's more, you get to see immediately your results, you know.
Well, and something like this is great too, because no matter what the weather, like if it rains,
yeah.
you can still, you're still going to be able to go to it. So, check them out. And that's the back 9 over in Town Center.
Yep. And that's it. That's all I got. Is that all you got?
I think that's all I got.
All
that's
right.
a lot though. I'm still reeling about all the stuff going on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to do it for us this week, Brunswick. We would like to hear from you. If you're not on the show, we had somebody say last week, oh, you forgot to mention this.
Yeah.
Let us know. We try and catch stuff, but reach out to us. Let us know what you want to hear, what you want to do, what you want to see, and if you got an event going on. We'll see you guys next week.
Take care, Brunswick. Bye.
Order 4140. There we go. Enjoy.
As always, I want to thank you for checking out the Brunswick Group Therapy podcast and for supporting local Brunswick area businesses. If you enjoyed your time, please check us out online at brunswickgrouptherapy.com, where you can continue the conversation with a voice message that may be featured on future podcast episodes or posts. You can also follow us on our Brunswick Group Therapy social media pages on both YouTube and Facebook. If you own or manage an area business and would like to be featured in an upcoming Brunswick Group Therapy podcast, please reach out to Kimberly or I through any of our social media pages. We are passionate about supporting local, and it's the reason for this podcast.
Thank you for joining us for another therapy session. A reminder that the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program are solely those of the participants and do not represent any business, group, employer, or organization. The material and information presented here is for general information and entertainment purposes only.